Hey guys, it's Ben with VW Family Farms along with Andrea, Emily, and Lane on his four-wheeler.
We are starting the Epic Waterline project. For those of you who have been with us for a while, you know that all last fall we worked on a fence project. We did barbed wire, we did hot wire. Some of the time the kids and I were doing it by ourselves while Ben was at work. And the final phase of this project is waterline.
The one I've been dreading the most because it's 5,000 feet of waterline.
We actually have a well in our backyard that's been there for years and years that we've bought a pump and a tank, and we're tapping into that, and we're running waterline all the way back through the pasture where we're going to rotationally graze the cows. And for now, we looked into doing what you see a lot of places with the tire and the gravel. That's called a heavy use area. Isn't that what it's called? Mm-hmm. We just don't have the time or the funds to do all that right now. So we're doing this for now, but it could be forever. This is something, if this works well, it won't ever have to be replaced. So what we're going to do is lay water line and put in
quick connects,
fittings and quick connects to build like a sled and drag a water trough all around with the cows and have places to fill it up. Probably a float in it so it'll stay full because there's a lot of cows out there.
Well, it'll definitely have to have a float in it.
Right, so this is the weekend and it's rainy. It's already, we've got rain all around right now. It's Friday afternoon. I just got back from Little Rock, which I hate going into the city. I couldn't wait to get back home. So we're gonna try to start, even though this is really tomorrow's project. It's gonna be a rainy day tomorrow and we can't get it's called a welder, but this is like plastic line, isn't it?
Yeah,
which is crazy to me.
You'll bond them by melting the plastic and pressing them together. We'll try to get that on video.
It's not what I think of as a welder, but no. They call it a welder.
It's not an arc welder by no means.
So I went and rented that. We're going to try to get the most out of it. And the good news is if we return it Monday, it's considered like a one-day rental because they're closed on the weekend. So we're cheap.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We like to do things the cheapest way possible.
You say cheap or most economic?
Right, right. So we're going to take y'all along, show you some footage from this epic project. We've got a couple of friends that are supposed to come help. And
we don't know how much video we're going to get between the rain showers and everything. Of course, we don't want to get our equipment wet. Don't want to get their equipment wet. We'll just see how it goes.
We're going to try. So let's go get started because we're wasting daylight. We did not do this.
No.
I think you did it.
You got a rat's nest there.
It's heavy too.
Don't let it go. Keep going. So I'm driving the truck. We have a mule, a four-wheeler, and a tractor. We have a whole caravan going down the pasture. And we finally found a system for unrolling these big honking rolls of water line. So I'll show you that. Okay, Dad.
Okay, Mom.
Explain what we're doing here, because we've tried this about 3 different ways. On the first one, it was a disaster.
Disaster.
A what?
A disaster.
So,
You make no sense.
roll 2 and roll 3 we did really good. You want to tell them about it? Because they probably can't hear me back here.
Andrea come up with a good idea of putting it on this right here and just uncoiling it down through there.
Well, thank you, Ben, for that.
Round of applause.
We tried rolling it, we tried laying it down and letting it feed off the top. It was a total and utter disaster. It became a squirreled up mess. And then we put it on there and Lane is pulling on it with the four-wheeler gently. and we're all three working to feed it off of here because it still wants to go behind what needs to come off. I'm gonna set you up and let you watch it. So here's the beginning of the line, and Lane is way down there.
Alright, so we are trying to learn how to do this welding. I've never done it. I've always been on steel pipelines. I don't actually know how to do that either. I've watched it done, and I have seen this done, but...
You've done some welding though,
I weld around the farm, but I'm not a pipeline welder.
You're not a professional, but you definitely know how to weld.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're going to put some of this together and see how it goes. What this is right here is it clamps both pieces of pipe. One thing we figured out, with it being cool out here, it's not cold.
It's chilly, for sure.
With it being cool, this pipe does not bend.
No.
Whoops, there's a truck.
This is actually our third one. We wanted to practice before we showed y'all.
Oh my, I can't do it.
Let me help. I'm afraid it's going to hit his face.
Try sideways. Put him on the back. Let's put him there. What this is a trimmer. It's got cutter blades on both sides, here and here. You lock it down in it.
Only got one plug-in on the generator, so tomorrow we'll have a splitter, but tonight just got one, so we had to switch the plug.
Alright. Those blades are turning. I can just grab the handle. So what that thing done is it trimmed it down to square off this end to this end.
Really smooth.
Yep. And you want to always get them and run them back together and make sure they butt up nice and evenly. Make sure you don't see daylight in between them. They look good to me.
Yep. So tell them what that is.
This is I call it a hot iron. What we're fixing to do, get them butted up to each other and just let it sit there and heat that plastic. It's going to heat it up so much it melts it. I don't know what you can see, but down in here, the pipe on both pieces is beating up. It's melting that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now they just have just a tiny amount of tension together and they're bonding together.
Yeah, you just put the slightest amount of pressure. The guy said like 2 fingers. He said if you get it and you push real hard, that pushes all of that.
Bonding?
Well, the melted rubber, plastic, whatever it is, it presses it out and presses the pieces together that's not heated up enough. That's called a cold weld, and they will not stick. They'll end up breaking. So down here on the bottom, right here has got a little lock. I just put a little bit of pressure on that and then locked it, and we'll leave it setting for 3 minutes.
All right, like I said, sorry for the crazy hair and outfit. I ran again today. I told you the other day, and a lot of you gave me a lot of encouragement for saying, way to go for running. I'm trying to get in shape. It's not easy. Y'all know the struggle's real. But we're hurrying. We're losing daylight quickly. We're hurrying so we can go do one more live before the shindig. And it's like 7:35 probably, so we've got to hurry.
We do push it till last minute.
What?
I said we pushing it till last minute. That's
Yeah.
how we roll.
That's our style. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this portion up and we'll be back with y'all tomorrow because we got a full day's work welding tomorrow. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
It's getting cold. Sun is setting.
Last weld, hopefully.
Hopefully. Should be.
So what'd you do? Cut it out and we're re-welding it?
Yeah.
Or did you just cut it apart and you're re-welding the same spot?
I cut it apart. I cut it apart. I trimmed back where I'd welded and cut the bad spot out.
Okay. Did
So-
you see a bad spot?
Well, it was on the bottom there. There was water spraying out of it. So,
Okay.
but one leak out of
Exactly.
40 something welds.
How many?
four,
At least 40.
and we'd never done this before.
Pretty awesome. Let's high five.
It was mostly them two.
Well, you did all the feeding and chores. High five everybody.
Okay. Little welder.
You have worked your buns off.
Yes, I have. I feel like it. I'm hungry. I got a headache. I'm cold.
But you're done.
Cross our fingers.
All right, guys, I hope y'all can hear me because Ben is over there welding. We have worked at this project, mainly him, and Lane has worked a lot too, all weekend long. I had to drive to Little Rock and pick up the welder Friday. We told y'all that. Friday afternoon, we worked almost till dark getting the line spread out. Saturday, Ben and Lane and one of our really good friends, bless his heart, worked all day long in the cold rain, and they got a lot done. And then here it is Sunday afternoon. It's late in the evening. I'm gonna turn you around. That's the sun. It's almost set. So they got all the welds done this afternoon, and then Ben decided before I return this welder tomorrow, because then we won't have it, if we power it up with water and it has a leak, we're in trouble because we won't have the welder to cut that section out and weld it back. So I made a flying trip after church to a town like an hour away. I was gone a couple hours to get some caps to cap off all the little pieces that where we're going to put quick connects to hook on water hoses, so we could cap all those off and fill it with water to see if any of these welds are leaking, which is a good thing because one of them's leaking. And this is like crunch time because I've got to return this thing tomorrow. We could keep it longer, but that equals more money. And plus Ben has to work tomorrow. So we have to finish this tonight. We're racing against the clock. This is thankfully the only one that's leaking. He's fixing it. And then I guess we're gonna put water in it again and make sure it's not leaking anymore. I really don't know. When we have these stressful situations like this, I just try to be quiet and stay out of the way and do what he needs me to do because he's the leader, take charge kind of guy, and I'm the sidekick on these kinds of jobs because I really don't know what to do, but I'm willing to do anything to help. And so we just kind of all know our role in this situation, if you know what I mean. So he's fixing it, and then this project will be closer to completion. We still have to get a piece of equipment in here to bury all this line, but this is the huge part of it done. And the burying will be a one-man job. That'll just be Ben. So the kids and I can be doing other things, which is great because next weekend is the shindig. We can't work next weekend, which I'm totally excited about. The weekend after that, we are going to a conference in South Arkansas I think it's called the South Arkansas Homesteaders Conference. We're really pumped about that. We're on a panel down there, so if you're in that area, come join us. It's in Rising. Really excited about that. And then the weekend after that is Easter, and I think that Saturday of Easter weekend he's going to bury this line. So it's just busy time around the farm. I know y'all are busy too. Thanks for hanging with us. I'm going to show you some footage of him finishing this up, but we will see you guys on the next one. This week I promise Ben is going to film how to adjust your water level in the little strawberry hydroponics, and he's going to show you what nutrients he puts in and how he puts them in, where he got them. He's going to take you on a little special trip to a pretty awesome greenhouse just a couple miles down the road. So stay tuned for all that. Hope you're making plans for the shindig. We're so pumped to meet y'all. See you later. God bless.